Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Laser Fridays. All right, so today I am working on a super cute little dog paw print. Not sure if it could be a kitty paw print, could it? I'm not sure, but I'd like to see it and think of it as a doggy paw print. You can see here my laser machine is cutting everything out. Now this sucker is 9 layers thick. So it took a while. I think it took about an hour and 45 minutes for me to cut all 9 pieces on the laser machine. So that took a while, but super duper cute. And I think the entire piece is just shy of 12 by 12 inches, fully squared. So yeah, as you can see, my Mira 7 by Aeon is doing its thing. And so while it's doing that, I will remind you guys that I am doing classes in Montreal on September 14th. If you are interested, I am doing a morning class and an afternoon class. If you are interested in attending, also I am doing home classes here in my home studio in London, Ontario, and that is happening October 19th and 20th. And if you are interested in either of those events, you can email me at canellaciraco@gmail.com. All right, so you guys are watching this video, and not to rub it in, but I am in beautiful Greece enjoying a well-deserved vacation with my kiddos and Anthony, and I'm sure maybe we're sitting on a beach, who knows? But I'm glad I was able to get a bunch of videos done and uploaded for your viewing pleasure while I am away for the next 2.5 weeks. But yeah, so this is the last layer. Now here we have all 9 layers because they're 12 by 12 inches-ish. I was able to put them all on the table and paint them all. So I'm just using my Amsterdam paints, and I'm using a foam roller that I bought from the dollar store. So the blank square in the bottom corner, that is the first bottom layer, and then it goes to the right, as you can see. Oh, and there's my little shadow, my sweet little boy, Juno. He just is always around when I'm in the studio, and he's always allowed in the studio. If you remember way back in the day, the dogs never used to be allowed in the studio, but now I don't quite care. They're allowed in there at any point, at any time, except from when I am doing resin. They are not allowed down there when I do resin. But Echo really never comes down anyway. Juno, there he is sitting behind me, keeping me company. All right, so the first layer was actually titanium buff light, but I did lighten it quite a bit with titanium white because I just feel like it's too creamy if I don't lighten it up with white. The next layer was Payne's Gray by Amsterdam, but again, I also lightened that one up with some white because when it dries super duper dark, and I wanted it to be a little lighter. So the second layer is Payne's Gray. The third layer is Graphite. That one I left as is. And then the layer I'm working on now is Silver by Amsterdam. Everything is by Amsterdam. But because it was too bright silver, I added a teeny tiny pea-sized amount of just black, oxide black, into the silver just to darken it up a little bit. And then, of course, I'm using oxide black for a piece in the middle. And then my final top piece is always black. I always like to do the final top piece in black. I did do 2 layers, okay? I didn't show it in the video, but when that dried, I did 1 more layer of each color. And for the first time ever that I've been doing these types of wood pieces, wood art that have multiple layers, this is the first time I've actually done a piece and I've painted the layers and put it together and not decided to change a color. I always put it together and feel like, no, that color doesn't really go well there, and I end up painting over it with a different color. I do it all the time, but for once, I actually nailed this one, and I got it down exactly how I wanted it, and I didn't need to change any of it. So here I am now putting my Gorilla wood glue on the back of each piece. And this stuff sticks so well. Back in the day, I used to actually do one layer at a time and then put weights on it to make sure it stuck for like half an hour. I've realized I don't really need to do that anymore. Less is more. So the less glue you put, believe it or not, the stuff sticks so well, sticks super quick. I don't have to wait in between, I just push it down with my hands, as you can see. And I put a little bit, just adjusting the camera there. I put just a little bit, and that little bit goes a long way, believe me. And you don't want to put too much, because once you put that layer on top, if you've put too much glue, it will seep through all the little crevices and cracks. So you don't want to do that. I have a little sharp Cricut tool that you see me use every once in a while to scrape off any excess glue that may have squeezed out by the sides or, in any crevices. So here I am, I'm on the third last layer. Yep, I love that Payne's Gray. The Payne's Gray has a blue shade to it. And again, by adding a little bit of the titanium white into it, it lightened it up just enough so that even when it dries, it's still dark, but it's got that blue hint to it. And I just love this monochromatic type colored, piece. I could have done it browns, or, you could do it any color. So if anyone is interested in this adorable paw print, I could totally make another one, and you can choose the colors of your choice. You can do rainbow colors. You can do browns if your dog is brown, grays and silvers like I did here. But there's any color combination you'd like, I can do. It doesn't have to be a traditional. It could be purples, like I did those giraffes, and I did purples and blues for the giraffe. But yeah, so if anyone is interested in this cute little paw print, this one is available for purchase, or you can commission one in the colors of your choice. So here I am just cleaning off any excess glue I see in any of the crevices, and look how cute it is. It's so done. And now what I have to do is I am just taking my paintbrush and again some oxide black, and I am finishing off the edges. I personally don't like the way the edges look. It looks unfinished. That's just all the multiple different color layers put together, and I just feel like painting it black really finishes it off and adds that final professional touch to it. Once it's dry, I will stamp the back with my stamp, my logo, sign it, date it, and it will be ready for, and I have to add hanging hardware to the back too, of course. Although this one is so thick, you can actually sit it up with no problems. And there it is. I would love to know what you guys think about this in the comments below. It is so pretty. It's so intricate, so many details. I absolutely love it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. And if anyone is interested, you know what to do. Send me an email. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye. Oh, Juno says bye too. What a cutie.